You know, one of the things that surprises me when I work with couples sometimes, and maybe it shouldn't surprise me because it's been happening for 20 years, is when a couple will come in and they've been together for a number of years and they're having a real issue with their sexual compatibility. One of the biggest blocks to being sexually compatible is the inability to talk about sexuality together. Hi, I'm David Essel. So 20 years ago when I started this work one-on-one with the counseling work, helping people to reach higher levels of intimacy, mind, body, spirit, etc., I was introduced to this whole problem of sexual incompatibility, and it actually kind of shocked me. And I'm not talking about the incompatibility that comes up later on in life when a man's drive may decrease and a woman's drive starts to increase. That actually happens with many couples when the men are in their 50s and their wives or their girlfriends are in their 40s. There's a shift sometimes that happens in sexual drive. And that incompatibility can easily be taken care of. We're not going to talk about that. Maybe I'll do another YouTube on that. But the sexual incompatibility I'm talking about are when people meet each other and they're together for maybe it's 6 months or a year or 2 years, and they've never talked about their sexual beliefs. They've never shared their own differences in sexual drives. Like from the very beginning, I ask couples when I'm working with them to help to heal physical intimacy that's been broken down, is I ask them to write about their beliefs, how open-minded they are about different sexual positions and different sexual products. What is their drive? What do you feel would be comfortable in regards to making love? Is once a week enough for you? Is every 2 weeks? Is once a month enough for you? And then someone else may say, my desire is once a week, and their partner's is every night, or it could be mine is once a week and my partner's is once a month. But we don't talk about those things. We don't talk about that sexual compatibility that is so crucial. Some couples are very uncomfortable kissing in public, and others really love it. But I've had couples that have been together for a number of years, and they'll come in, and one has held a resentment for 3 years now that their partner always wants to kiss them in public, and while they go ahead and kiss, they feel highly uncomfortable. And the other couple said, "But you've never told me." And so resentments build. And once resentments build, then even if we have a high sexual drive with our partner, if there's a resentment, it can actually lead to a block. Like, people will make a decision not to make love because of the fact that internally they have a resentment. So in our work together, we get people to write about what are your beliefs around sexuality? What is your drive around sexuality? What is your belief in the bedroom? What is your belief in regards to positions of making love? What is your belief in regards to places of making love? There's, couples I've worked with where one of them, when they felt that incredible desire, wanted to be with their partner while they were driving down the road, and the other one was freaking out because they never heard about that before, pulling over to the side of the road. And there isn't a right or a wrong here by any means, but it's about a discussion regarding what's right or wrong. There are amazing DVDs out there right now that have been out forever on how to perform different intimate acts with your partner. And I worked with one couple once when they came in, and the woman brought home this DVD and said, "Oh my gosh, I want to learn how to do this better for you." And so I got this DVD, and and her partner, he freaked out. To watch another couple on TV do a certain intimate act just absolutely freaked him out, and it almost drove them apart. Like, he was so hurt that she would do that, which led to him over the course of several months finding a really deep-seated insecurity that they were able to work through. But oh my gosh, when I first saw the intense reaction on his part, I said, I don't know if this couple is going to make it. So there's all kinds of things that we talk about. I've worked with couples before where they came in and they wanted to decide when they were going to be intimate first, and one of them had made the assumption that it was going to happen at X number of weeks of the dating process, and the other one was like months down the road from that. And had they not come and talked, and the reason they came in and talked to me, they weren't even going to talk about sexuality, but the reason they came in and talked was because they'd hit so many bumps in their relationship, and neither of them knew that there was a huge unsettled energy regarding sexuality that we finally brought to the table, and oh my gosh, the relationship started to really, really go forward in the most beautiful of ways once they were able to talk. And one of the things I want to say is really important here is that within a couple, there doesn't have to be a right or a wrong, a winner and a loser. It's often just more important to get the honest feelings out, to speak about them, to talk about them through the process that I take people through, than it is to keep them submerged, you know. And when we are able to talk about intimacy, all kinds of intimacy, what is off limits, what is on limits, what a fantasy is. You know, like lots of couples have never really talked about fantasies, and some individuals look at a fantasy as being, you know, just absolute terrible stuff. And so we discuss what fantasies are so that we can help people become more compatible sexually, more compatible in regards to intimacy. We can talk about, here's my needs, and some of them aren't getting met. What are your needs? Maybe I'm not meeting your needs. And we go into this amazing discussion which absolutely bonds the couple together. But it's when we're afraid to talk about these things that we start to see a separation. And the quicker we can do this in a relationship, the better. But I've worked with couples that were married for 20 years that we finally got to the core of their sexual incompatibilities, and we started the healing process. So if I can help you, you might be single, you might be in a relationship, you might want to know more, maybe even go, gosh, David, I don't even know what my sexual beliefs are, to be quite honest with you. I've stayed away from talking about them. Contact me at talkdavid.com. talkdavid.com. I'd love to take you down that beautiful road of self-intimacy first and then intimacy with a partner, so that if you are single, the next relationship that you're in, you'll be able to talk more openly. And if you are in a relationship right now, we can get both of you going and bridging areas and territories in life that you maybe never thought you would, to help heal and deepen your love. Don't forget to share this video with everyone that you know that could benefit from this, and also sign up at YouTube right here so that you get your own account, and then we'll have our videos sent to you every time they come out, okay? Have the most beautiful day. Bye now.